if it starts somewhere, a rising tide lifts all boats. You jump on that tide, you jump on that boat, and elevate and use them to elevate your play. 6 different league television partners set viewership records that year, her rookie year, for its highest viewed WNBA game.
The next game will come. The cameras will roll. But the question now isn't who will win, it's whether the WNBA will grow up before it burns out. In the most recent instance, which happened during a nationally broadcast game, Angel Reese made fun of Clark in a way that many fans called over the top and clearly personal. Although trash talk is common in sports, Smith made a clear point. This was intentional hostility rather than healthy competition, and it is devaluing the WNBA. He remarked, "You have the greatest spotlight this league has ever had, and instead of being graceful, being a good sportsman, or just being plain good, we're acting like WWE." Because of the intense emotion it evoked as well as the deed itself, the video became viral right away.
Caitlin Clark will be out at least 2 weeks with a left quad strain. Clark reported some pain in her leg Saturday after the team's loss to the New York Liberty. I don't care about her leading the league in assists. I don't care about the points that she's averaging because I already know that the young lady can ball. She is special.
Calling it part of the game, Reese's fans praised her fervor and devotion. Fans were incensed, claiming it was just another instance of Clark being singled out by athletes who dislike her publicity and growing stardom. However, Stephen A. was the one who transformed the incident from a Twitter video into a national discussion. Smith attacked the media's bias, the WNBA's lack of regulation, and what he sees as a risky tendency for drama to overshadow the game on first take. Magic Bird and Jordan were the reason the NBA took off, not being petty, not resentment. However, dominance, he stated. The WNBA currently has an opportunity. What are we doing, too? Making low-light reels out of highlight reels. Smith's outburst was passionate and echoed a larger discontent that many fans, both new and old, are experiencing. Due in large part to Caitlin Clark's arrival, the league is finally gaining widespread attention. However, rather than leveraging this momentum via team rivalries, strategy, and performance,
Clark was the WNBA's Rookie of the Year last season and a first-team All-WNBA selection. So far, she's averaging 19 points and a league-leading 9.3 assists. Can the WNBA keep itself afloat while CC, as in Caitlin Clark, is out? End quote. My answer would be yes.
Some players appear determined to make every game into a personal vendetta. And whether rightly or wrongly, Angel Reese has ended up in the center of it all. Because of her pranks with Clark, Reese has already been in the news. The two have a history together that dates back to their famous college matchup in the NCAA tournament, where Reese's "you can't see me" gesture sparked heated discussion. However, this most recent stunt has escalated the situation to a new level, and it is beginning to backfire. Traditional sports analysts, coaches, and even some players are starting to voice their opinions, even though it could excite some social media users. In his tirade, Smith drew attention to that gap and charged the NFL with allowing manufactured drama to trump professionalism. This has nothing to do with race. This has nothing to do with rivalry. "This concerns your brand," he yelled. "The WNBA must question itself if it is a league that wishes to expand. Or do we want to destroy ourselves on live TV as a league?" His broader dissatisfaction with the league's handling of these rising tensions, rather than just his criticism of Reese, was what really got people talking. He claimed that the WNBA is too scared to establish limits or reprimand players for fear of being branded as anti-expression, anti-black, or anti-women.
Caitlin Clark balls. She balled at Iowa in college. She's balled since she's been in the NBA. She came into the league last year with no break whatsoever between the college game and the pro game and did her thing. Other players hate Caitlin Clark, but I will say this. I don't think it's specific.
Smith countered that the product suffers in the absence of standards. He cautioned that you're losing viewers who came for basketball and got a circus instead. He appears to be supported by the numbers. Concerned about the tone of recent games, numerous marketers withdrew targeted promotional activities after the incident. After weeks of growth, The next primetime slot's viewership marginally declined. Even while social media was rife with discussion, opinions weren't all in agreement. A lot of new viewers were perplexed and questioned why, in a league that was supposed to be entering its golden age, sportsmanship seemed to be declining. Angel Reese, meantime, continued to be stubborn. She dismissed the criticism in a post-game interview, stating, "I play with emotion."
How am I going to take my eyes off of what transpires with the WNBA over the next 2 weeks while Caitlin Clark is out? The young white girl comes along and y'all want to sit up there and shower all of this praise and all of this attention that was earned before she ever came along.
I won't change for anyone. Although her self-assurance has always contributed to her attractiveness, some now question whether the league is losing more money as a result of that mindset. Although her fan base continues to support her, the general public's opinion of her is evolving. But Smith wasn't finished. He also attacked the league's leadership, claiming that the WNBA had not done enough to keep Clark and other up-and-coming talents from being painted as villains just because they were successful. He cautioned that the WNBA runs the risk of offending the very supporters it had acquired if athletes like Clark are subjected to ongoing harassment or derision while the league remains mute.
The resentment is understandable, but it's not about Caitlin Clark, it's about what she represents. My point is, grow up. 6 different league television partners set viewership records that year, her rookie year, for its highest viewed WNBA game.
He stated, "Caitlin Clark is the cause of this league's problem, but it's not her fault. It's the way people are responding to her. The hatred, the animosity, the uncertainty. And this small renaissance they are experiencing will end before they even realize it if the WNBA doesn't correct it. There is still division in the sports world. Smith is overreacting, according to some, who contend that women's sports are interesting because of heart and passion. Others wholeheartedly concur, worrying that immaturity and personal grudges are overshadowing what ought to be the WNBA's breakthrough moment. In any case, the league cannot ignore the tone that Smith's tirade has created. The entire world is keeping a careful eye on everything. The league may be defined for years to come by what transpires next.
And if it starts somewhere, a rising tide lifts all boats. You jump on that tide, you jump on that boat, and elevate and use them to elevate your play. With an average attendance of 17,035, that was up 319% from the year earlier.
Will the WNBA keep the showmanship to a minimum and concentrate on improving the game? Or will it keep allowing on-court drama and off-court feuds to write the headlines? All eyes are currently on Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and a league that is attempting to define itself under a media frenzy.